Welcome back. Well, we're going to go ahead and have our big time finish, our plays of the week. You guys have been waiting for it, so let's get right into this thing. Mine comes for former Wesley quarterback Joe Callahan,
Beast mode,
who showed out last night in his NFL debut. He got the start with the Green Bay Packers in their preseason game against the Browns. And listen to some of these numbers. He finished completing 16 of 23 passes. That's not bad.
No.
124 yards. That's also pretty good. And a touchdown drive and a 2-minute drill late in that thing. He had a 97 QBR. My man was putting on. He put Wesley on the map. A big congrats goes out to him.
definitely.
If not solidifying a spot in that team, he's certainly making a good case for himself in the league.
Auditioning for other people.
All right, so you guys know me well. You know that the Little League World Series is just about the most important thing in the world to me. Well, West Salisbury, they made it to the Little League World Series. They pulled out a 7-6 win in the East region in 12 innings. That's a lot in Little League, guys.
That is.
In Little
About
League
2
World,
games.
that is a year.
Old compadres there.
Their town sent them off in style as fans, firefighters, and other members of the community came out to support. How awesome is that?
Yeah, they got a special surprise, too, as one of their teammates who had been sidelined after being in a car accident actually surprised them there. Ethan and Peterman, and a great opportunity for him to be back to the team. He actually gets to travel with them as well, too, so big congrats to them. Their first game's tomorrow, so obviously wishing them the best of
We
luck.
definitely watching. Like I said, I used to play there, so I definitely got my eye on those guys. What a week it was for college commitments all over the Eastern Shore. We're giving it up for these guys. Corey Hall of Easton headed to the Coast Guard Academy. Of course, Corey was a part of that magical state run for the Warriors a couple seasons ago. Matt Kristich of Decatur Golf headed to Philly to jump on the Lynx at Temple. And David Erickson, very impressed with this kid, 10 D1 offers from the likes of UNC, Virginia, South Carolina. But guess what? He's blowing everybody's mind. He's heading to Liberty to continue his college career. Congratulations to all those guys.
Talk about baseball powerhouses.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's a pretty good recruiting class.
Seriously.
10 more offers than I had.
Let's start there at Kate. First of all, now they're going to have
Salisbury?
3 juniors next year. All of them committed Division I. They are going to be ridiculously good for the next couple of years. For a public school, that is insane.
Let me put my bid in real quick to talk about what Joe Callahan did for the Packers last night. You're naming those stats off: 16 for 23, 124 yards and touchdown. That's what he had at Wesley last year at halftime.
Yeah.
Right, so those numbers are very familiar to us. So I think he's doing a great job. I think he's going to make the team.
And well, his competition in that game also threw an interception and had a fumble. Not to wish ill will on anybody, but it does open the door a little bit, at least for the conversation that you should get there. And then also, let's talk about Corey Hall for a second over there in Easton. I tell you what, first of all, his brother went the same route, went Division I, but started playing in a military school. And when I asked him, what made him want to go to the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, what about it made you feel like that was the right program? And he said, that's the only place I could play Division I where I could still have the opportunity of serving my country.
Wow.
And if a kid is 17 and will tell you that's the reason why he's going,
maturity.
That's the kind of guy you want, out there in the front lines, a guy that's going to have opportunity. And he's one heck of a lacrosse player. If you get a chance to see him this year, definitely get out there.
That Easton team we covered a couple years ago had
Oh,
quite
my
a few
goodness.
guys that could go
Godly,
D1,
they
and
had a
they're
few.
on their way.
They had about 5 or 6. But there is one other thing that we definitely want to put on your map, and as well, we went through all 3 of our college football programs here in the Shore. Well, we also have those high schools, a few of them coming up, and there's something to kick off the season that you got to know about. Starting Monday, each day we're going to bring you a sideline report from a different team, from a different camp on the sideline. On top of that, there is this date called the 27th on your calendar. Go ahead and circle that about 4 times, highlight it, write it down, whatever you got to do, because that is the last Saturday of the month, and it's going to be our 2nd annual DSI Coaches Conference. We're going to be joined on desk by 8 different coaches all across the Shore. We're going to preview all 27 teams. We're going to make fun of some coaches. We're going to have a lot of people in studio. It is going to be a blast. It is our DSI Coaches Conference 1-hour-long special. And like I said, we got a chance to do it last year,
We had a
Trey.
great time last year.
It is unbelievable.
All the kids were in
that's
here
like your
sitting out.
holiday.
It is, pretty much.
The biggest holiday of your year.
We have a blast with
awesome.
it. And I tell you what, if you want to get to know any of the teams, Brandon, there's a great opportunity. We do have the highlights from the sidelines. We get to talk with coaches. I mean, we give you the full preview of everything that you want to know. So definitely tune in for that 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks, baby.
But unfortunately, that is all the time we got for you this week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
That's right, and don't forget to keep up with us this week by following us on all social media.
Everybody have a happy and safe Saturday night. See you next time.